Speaking of those pictures by eyewitness reporters, we have a few coming into the portal. These pictures begin with the one from Gwagwalada in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, showing the scene of an accident said to have occurred due to overspeeding. Our eyewitness reporter says all occupants of the vehicle were burnt to death. And from Lagos comes this next picture of a car, which our eyewitness reporter said was vandalized with machete today by some hoodlums fighting at Adeniji roundabout. The driver was said to be lucky to have escaped. From Lagos now to Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, where this picture comes from. Our eyewitness reporter says petrol there is sold for 100 naira instead of the 87 naira approved by government. He is therefore calling on authorities to, according to him, save our souls. We'll end with this photo from Kainji in Niger State, showing INEC ad hoc staff traveling on the river ahead of the governorship election on Saturday. We do appreciate you for sending in these pictures, and please note that you can report events around you as they happen. We're back to politics now. Considering the challenges, the March 28th presidential polls, many Nigerians may be itching to know if the umpire is prepared for the second round scheduled for this Saturday. Across the 29 states where governorship elections will hold, INEC has been putting finishing touches in place to avoid situations that may pose any challenge during the exercise. In this report, our political correspondent, Shimo Kimbaloye, examines INEC's preparedness and the concerns of both politicians and voters in several states of the Federation.
The clock ticks and decision moment draws closer. INEC across the states of the Federation are concluding their plans ahead of the April 11 elections. At the heart of the south-south region of Nigeria, precisely Cross River State, in grand style, election materials arrive at the Commission headquarters in Calabar. The REC leads the way. And without any waste of time, the materials are being offloaded for the INEC REC in the state. They are ready for the Saturday exercise.
We are actually prepared because both car readers are being reconfigured as I speak to you. So all of them will be ready this evening and be moved out tomorrow to the local government areas.
Considering the violence that have erupted in Ekiti State in southwestern Nigeria, a major concern will be whether or not elections will hold in the state. A visit by Channels Television to the office of the Commission on Ini Road in the capital city, Ado-Ekiti, shows clearly that the umpire is busy preparing for the Saturday polls as materials are being prepared for onward dispatch to different parts of the state.
We took delivery of the sensitive materials yesterday as the ballot paper and the election results. Today, as you can see, we are distributing the same to our local government area offices, preparatory to the House of Assembly. I know we don't have governorship election in the state, we have only a
In Edo State, blood still boils and tempers flaring over the conduct of March 28 elections. On the outside here, protest chants envelop the arena, where different party representatives inside also make their grievances known to the resident electoral commissioner.
I want you to say that these result sheets are not your own. You must tell us that these result sheets for the central election for this unit, you will tell us that they are not yours. They will hold somebody responsible. They were duly signed by your officials. You have your officials now. You are telling us that you are going back to these result sheets. Who gave it to our officials?
It is a known fact that there was financial inducements and fees. Especially in Oregon, where I voted, where voting took place in public. The computing was done with motion POs and different people standing to communicate with agents of whatever party they are voters. I want us to correct that.
Mr. Mike Igini, the commission boss, tries to explain the reason election will be conducted for the areas.
It is painful that we accept a result sheet, not stamp, not no name, nothing. In the face of all of this that we have put together in those isolated areas, can we reasonably say that given our quest to get it done correctly, that we should go this way.
And in Lagos, more eyeballs will be here because of the obvious importance of the city and the scheme of things in the country. INEC briefs politicians while reactions poured in from the floor.
My observation is this.
On the sideline, party representatives, especially from the frontliners, speak about the perception of the umpires' readiness.
They've told us that they are well prepared for us, and that some of the hiccups we have on Saturday, the 28th, will not repeat itself. We want to believe them as the umpire. We hope that they will continue to fine-tune their process till the Saturday when the election will come up.
To a reasonable extent, I'm satisfied, but they can still do more. The REC, I believe, is in control, but some of his staff cannot be trusted. That's my worry.
The REC too responds, but he is certain that his team is absolutely prepared for the task.
We received allegations, accusations, as well as petitions against some of our officials. At the moment, we are looking into all this. And at the same time, we are also working closely with the INEC officials to ensure that they discharge their duties with the highest sense of responsibility, with the highest sense of neutrality, justice and fairness. But in case any of our staff is caught on the wrong side of the law, you can be sure that will be dealt with.
Campaign sounds will cease in a matter of hours, and spotlight will shift on to the voters, those who will decide who will lead them in the coming dispensation. How ready and how well INEC has learned from March 28th experience will be put to test. Sheung Okimbale reporting for Channels Television News.
The All Progressive Grand Alliance in Abia State looks to be talking from both sides of the mouth as the governorship and House of Assembly elections draw near. While a faction of the party's executive endorsed and adopted the People's Democratic Party governorship candidate, Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu, as sole candidate for the April 11, 2015 governorship election, the national chairman of ABGA, Chief Victor Ume, dissociated himself from the act. Our correspondent Loretta Chogo has more.
We members and executives of the All Progressives Grand Alliance ABGA, Abia State Chapter, today, the 8th day of April 2015, resolve as follows. 1. To endorse and we hereby adopt Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu and Right Honorable Ude Okochukwu as governorship and deputy governorship candidate of our great party, ABGA.
Prince Ukegu addressing journalists in Umuahia, Abia State capital. He says the endorsement of Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu of PDP as the sole candidate for the governorship election in the state is based on credibility.
Dr. Elect Oti of the People's Democratic Party of Nigeria is not the governorship candidate of ABGA in Abia State, having obtained ABGA expression of interest and nomination forms before purportedly becoming a member of ABGA.
And while the state PDP chairman and the PDP governorship candidates, Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu, embraced the endorsement, the national leadership of ABGA at a separate sitting, also in the state capital, Umuahia, called Dr. Ikpeazu's endorsement by the party a rumor and not to be taken seriously.
All their attempts to use litigations to frustrate Alex Oti as the candidate of ABGA, they've all failed. The last job now is to announce a purported endorsement of a PDP candidate as the chosen candidate of ABGA in Abia State. How can the public take such publication and announcement serious? If you're a member of a political party and you're endorsing the candidate of another party, where you have a candidate, you will not be worth your name.
We are also aware that the PDP has met with assistant presiding officers, and the whole purpose is to manipulate the card reader. They've been induced to manipulate the card readers so that the card readers will fail on the election day and the APOs will be forced to resort to manual accreditation.
Wherever the pendulum swings, the electorate sure have a choice to make with their permanent voter cards. Loretta Chiobo, Channels Television News.
Well, in nearby Anambra State, the government has announced a 100% increment of workers' transport allowance in the state. Governor Willie Obiano announced this at the Civil Service Secretariat in Awka while seeking the support of the state civil servants to vote in the candidates of the All Progressives Grand Alliance at the forthcoming State Assembly elections this Saturday. The governor also promised the workers improved working condition if his party, that's APGA, is supported.
To whom much is given, much more is expected. This is what seems to be on the mind of the Anambra State Governor, Willie Obiano, as he seeks the support of the state's civil servants for the election of APGA candidates at the forthcoming Anambra State Assembly elections on April the 11th. The appeal seems to be getting the listening ears of the Anambra civil servants, who, according to reports, recently got a 15% upward review of their salaries.
Tonight, what I'm doing for the progress and conserving vote for APGA in this election on the 11th of April, that day is for the Assembly. Anambra State House of Assembly. And I know who will vote for APGA that day.
Given the positive response from the civil servants, Governor Obiano happily announced an additional 100% increment in the workers' transport allowance.
I'm the head of service to double it.
More encomiums followed from the local government employees.
They have shown it in several ways. So, by end of last year, every civil servant got at least one bag of rice. They have been paying our salaries as a window. And today again, I think I don't know, it's very marvelous that he has doubled our salaries.
Expectations are indeed high with the forthcoming elections. But one thing on the mind of the civil servants is a desire for a better standard of living.
Well, the News at 10 returns. FBN Holdings profit after tax jumped 17.3% in 2014. We have details in business news.